3, 2, 1, start. The case of the respondent workman was that he was posted as a peon in the terminal tax post in Dilsad Garden, Delhi. His duty was to intercept trucks and other heavy vehicles carrying taxable goods and release them only after payment of tax. On 22 November 1974, a truck carrying paddy was intercepted. However, since the terminal tax was absent on that day, the respondent workman prepared and issued the terminal tax receipt. Originally, the respondent workman issued a receipt for rupees 784 because he had heard the driver of the vehicle to say that he was transporting Desi Khand. However, when the driver explained that he was actually carrying Desi Dhan, he corrected the receipt and charged rupees 8 from the importer. It was alleged against the respondent workman that he had, by correcting and overwriting on the terminal tax receipt, caused a loss of rupees 776 to the petitioner. There was no allegation that the respondent workman had received any consideration for this or that he had pocketed the amount of rupees 776. The respondent workman was issued a charge sheet, and after a departmental inquiry he was dismissed from service. Under these circumstances, the respondent workman raised an industrial dispute. It appears that in the domestic inquiry, the respondent workman admitted his guilt but explained the circumstances in which the overwriting had occurred. The guilt of the respondent workman was therefore established only on the basis of his confessional statement. When the industrial dispute was taken up for consideration by the learned labor court, one of the issues which engaged its attention was the quantum of punishment imposed upon the respondent workman. The learned labor court took into consideration the fact that the respondent workman admitted his guilt and explained the circumstances under which the overwriting had occurred. It was noted by the learned labor court that the explanation given by the respondent workman was not challenged or rebutted, and yet it was not taken into consideration while awarding the penalty. The learned labor court also noted that the disciplinary authority had made the following endorsement on the back of the inquiry report. In view of the above endorsement, it was observed by the learned labor court that the disciplinary authority had proceeded on the basis that the respondent workman had misappropriated and cheated the petitioner. It was, however, noted that this assumption was erroneous because no allegation of misappropriation or cheating was ever leveled against the respondent workman. The learned labor court also took into consideration the fact that the terminal tax was not present throughout the fateful day and that the disciplinary authority had ignored the provisions of Delhi Municipal Corporation Service Control and Appeal Regulations 1959, which provides for a minor penalty of recovery of the pecuniary loss caused to the petitioner. Finally, the Learned Labour Court took into account the fact that there was no previous misconduct alleged against the respondent workman. Taking all these factors into consideration, the Learned Labour Court was of the view that the punishment of removal from service was unduly harass. Accordingly, in apparent exercise of power conferred by Section 11A of the Industrial Disputes Act 1947 the Act, the Learned Labour Court directed the reinstatement of the respondent workman and substituted the penalty of dismissal from service with that of withholding for increments. The petitioner has challenged the award passed by the Learned Labour Court. There was no stay of operation of the impugned award, with the result that the petitioner deposited a sum of about rupees 1,28,000 towards back wages, which has since been withdrawn by the respondent workman on furnishing a security to the satisfaction of the Learned Labour Court. Stop.